it has already been like very late to record a video because I have to give this phone to my parents. So yeah, but I just want to make sure that I at least post one video a day. So I haven't even posted anything on this channel today on YouTube. So at least I want to post something. I want to give you guys some value. So yeah, so today I right now I haven't prepared anything yet. But anyway, like I will just give you a few value, a few lessons or whatever that pop about my mind right now, just to make sure that you guys have got some kind of value after watching this video, right? So yeah, this will be like a little bit short video because my laptop right now have no battery at all. Like it only has around 53%, and my laptop battery dies within 1 hour. So I have to make sure that I use it very in an efficient way. So I can just like record and just let it on, right? So I will walk here and I will share some of the value to you. Alright? So please bear with me because I also have to walk, but I also have to like do it because if I don't like use my energy, use every resources in a very most efficient way, I won't be able to make it, right? So I want to be the greatest. I want to use my time, energy, and resources as best as possible. So please bear with me, but I will make sure that you guys receive like at least like 1 to 3 value from this video. So yeah, let's get started. So I don't even know like what I have to say about, but anyway, like let's just do it raw, right? Right. So I I I will. How about like I will share with you guys. I will share with you guys about a book that I have read before. So that's called The Richest Man in Babylon. So I hope that most of you guys, or probably like at least like some percentage of you guys, may have heard of it or even like may have read of it. And I think I can definitely say that you should have read it, or if you haven't, you should. You should definitely buy and read the book. So it includes some story and some lessons about the richest man, and they are his lessons. Well, like his lessons are like around 5,000 years ago, I believe so, like 1,000 years ago. But they are still very new. They are still very like you can use those knowledges to be able to achieve foundational knowledge of financial freedom. Also, you should go and grab that book, whether it is on physically or digitally, right? As you wish. So yeah, so let's get started. So let me retrieve some of the information because I have read a book for like 3 times or 5 times. I don't remember, probably when I was like at school. So right now, so my school is closed. So yeah, but I think I have to retrieve some of the information, some of the golden nuggets. I will give you a few golden nuggets that you can actually go and implement right after this video today, right now. Right, so you don't have to wait anything, you don't need anything, because those are lessons that I personally love and personally love to implement and use it in my life, and it has already like improved a lot of my financial situation. And although like, I'm young, I have to know I know that it's not it's better to know about finances and how to manage your money, how to manage your budget, those kind of things, right? At a very young age, right? So yeah, so let's get started. So the first, or what? So the first lesson is to pay yourself first, like 10%, right? So what do I mean by that? So let it be like I will just close my laptop. I'm just closing my laptop so that I will have left with a few battery to use after recording this video. Right? Anyway, so the first lesson is to pay yourself first at least 10% of whatever you make at the end of every month. So what do I mean by that? So you some of you guys may believe that I also used to believe that. So it was like every money, every dollar, or every amount of money that you make at the end of every single month is absolutely yours 100% possession. I used to believe that statement, but I was completely wrong, so much wrong, because I didn't consider that at the end of every month, well, I'm not making any money yet, and like I'm living in my family home, so at the end of every month, so my parents make a lot of money, but like not rich amount of money, but like reasonable amount of money to feed us, to give a like great education. Although like they have to work fucking hard, they have to work fucking hard, and that's why like, I started this YouTube channel and I started to implement my building some businesses and online businesses just to make sure that they can get at least like some nights with peace and without no stress about money, without no stress about how what to feed us and how to give school fee, how to give base at the, like every single month, right? So that's the reason that I have started this channel and that I have involved in entrepreneurship and business. But anyway, so they make reasonable amount of money, although it's not sufficient amount, they make that kind of amount, right? So let's say like $100 to $200, they make that kind of amount, but they never get a profit. Like they never, like it has never been enough. It has never been sufficient. It has never been like there's there's like money left to spend whatever we need, right? So there's nothing like there's nothing left. Even though we make a lot, like we make sufficient amount of money, there's nothing left because like we have to pay to school bills, we have to pay to interests for our debts, we have to pay like to people, we have to pay to like grocery stores, we have to pay for food, we have to pay for electricity bills, those kind of things. Right, so you at the end of the every month, although you have money, although you make money, although you get paid, you also have to spend some amount of money, right? Some amount of that as well. So by managing how you spend your money, how you spend your resources, it will define your future. So at least the lesson is that at least pay yourself at least like 10 to 20% of whatever income that you are making right now for saving or investing or something like investing in yourself, right? Because if you are young and very ambitious, it's better to invest in yourself rather than just investing in stock, crypto, those kind of things, right? Because I also believe that investing in yourself, like such as like reading books, buying books, like meeting up with mentors, great mentors, meeting up with people who are already ahead of the path that which you also want to be on. So follow people who are the one that you want to follow, that you want to become one, that you are proud of, that you look up to, right? Spend that money, spend that saved money, spend that 10% or 20% of every single month that you have saved for like I don't know, maybe months, years. Spend that money in order to get closer to your goals. It can be money, it can be like fame, whatever it is, right? Spend that money in order to get closer to your goal, in order to get closer to people who have already been ahead of you in industry or in niche, whatever it is, in niche or in industry that you would like to get into as well. So that's the first lesson. And ever since I realized that lesson, I never overspend. I usually spend on my stationaries and books, and my accessories for my business. But I never overspend. I never overspend on like snacks, hanging out, parties. I have never done it because I have to save. I love to save, not because of for the sake of fear or scarcity, but because when I save up, I can spend the money in order to buy some books, or in order to join some membership, or in order to get some access to be able to learn a specific skill set that will make me level up, that will help me to level up to the next level. Right, so that's what I believe, and that's what my mindset is. So yeah, so the first lesson is just to pay yourself 10%, at least 10%. Like you will, if you are someone with really serious about their life, I would suggest you to save up like around 20%. Well, that is especially for people who doesn't have a lot of responsibility. I mean like family, children, right? If you don't have any of that and you are just living in your house, even like you are alone, you just have to pay yourself. So then it's better for you to save at least 20% because it will actually help you with your improvement and your life. So that's the first lesson, and I will drop another lesson. So another lesson is also related to that 10%, like saving 10% or 20%, whatever it is. That is like managing your expenses, right? Know where you spend your money and why you spend and how you spend it. It's the first step to understand how you can optimize it, right? So there's a saying that says like you can measure or you can optimize what you don't measure, right? So if you don't have any data, any statistic, any like testing that you have made, any experiments, any result, any feedback, then you can't do anything. You can't improve anything because you don't know what will happen if you did something, right? For example, like if you are running a pay ad on social media, on Facebook or Instagram, you should do some A/B split testing. For example, like this time you change the headline to be more persuasive, to be more attention grabbing. Right, next time you will change to like you will change the layout design, or you will change color, you will change caption, whatever it is, right? Just change one thing at a time so that you will exactly know which action you took will actually be more valuable, will actually be more helpful in your goal, to your goal, right? So that's what you need to do. So you need to track every single thing, especially like what you spend every single month, right? Every single month, track what you spend on. So I usually have like small little notebook, pocket notebook that I carry around with myself. So since I don't have to spend a lot of things, right? I'm living in my family house and I'm eating what they feed us, what they give us. So I don't have to spend anything. But I love to keep my pocket notebook because I usually write down my thoughts. I usually love to jot down what I'm thinking, my ideas and lessons that I have learned throughout the day, and then I put it inside the Notion. When I go back home and when I have a chance to use laptop, I put everything that I have learned throughout the day into that Notion. But uh, when I don't have a chance, then I just use my notebook to keep track of my day. So I just use that notebook to track expenses, to track my ideas, thoughts, etc., etc. So I use that, and I also recommend you to buy a few pocket notebooks so that you can track. You can track what are you spending your money on, where are you spending your money in, right? So, and why did you spend it? That's really important, guys. Because if you don't know why did you spend your money, why did you buy the thing that you bought, you will be likely to like you will not be able to actually know what you really want, right? Because sometimes like there's a lot of great marketing out there, right? Sometimes we don't even know whether we actually want it or not. We just bought it, right? That's because like we are being like manipulated, not in a bad way, but in a as a human nature, right? Because of our human nature, there is like methods, and there's a lot of psychological tactics that marketers and salespeople, especially like marketers, right? Not a bad. They are not a bad person. They are not using bad methods, but they are leveraging. They are leveraging the psychology, human psychology, as their advantage, right? So if we know that, we should not like panic, or we should not blame them, but what we should do is we should understand them so that we can actually control our expenses, not to blame to others, but just to control yourself, right? So yeah, so that's what I have learned throughout this book, reading this book. So it's not like all the things that I have learned. So I have a whole document that I have written in my Notion for that book. After reading the book, I don't remember every of that, so I have to review it tomorrow. And video is already like 15 minutes long, so I cannot post anything longer than that because my account is not verified yet. So I have to do it also about that in later. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. I hope you guys got at least like want to do value from this video. If you have something better, if you have something like more value, if you have something to discuss about, then feel free to comment, and I would love to discuss with you as well. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. So electricity is already off. It will come back at like 5 a.m. in the morning, so I don't know, I will have to wake up again. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. So for this video, and I will see you in the next video. So this is day 6 of my entrepreneur journal. Like there's still a long journey to walk on. Anyway, goodbye. Thank you.